full. Yeah, he's kind of some horrible monster destroying the city.
Kind of fucked up, actually. After him. I can play or you can keep playing. Your choice.
Sure.
Yes, says Bob, and I'm like, wait, wasn't this? Oh, it's Raboom, not Rasum. And that's option. That S sure is a B. Okay, that's like kind of what I want to hear, but not really.
Not really, no.
No, leave me alone.
Oh yes, yes, right. The Excel Saga absolutely holds up.
Yeah, no, it's great. A lot of our humor was definitely crafted by that.
Right.
That's you.
Oh.
It'd be funny, I scrolled early and you're just like, line? And I'm like, for all.
Oh no, is my head gonna get ripped off again?
I hope he doesn't do that. As it turns out, very easy to do.
Right? I mean, when you're a robot, yeah.
Right? Well, I mean, you think it'd be a little harder to cleanly rip it off.
Yeah, that was surprisingly not that messy.
That man is articulate.
I honestly, when he had us held, I thought he was ripping our entire body in half. I was like,
Same.
wow, that's extreme.
Wow, that's
done.
Real bad for us.
Easy.
Could you imagine our main character sounds like fucking Tingle? Wow! Oh no. Hey.
Yeah, he has a little bit of perfect chaos energy to him, Spiff.
Yeah.
I guess he drew all of the arms, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Oof. Ow! Oh wow, cyber demons.
That came at me a little faster than expected. Hey, what's up? Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Nice.
No, Big Nerd Sam. We have not yet become boob tit cyber breasts.
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. How did we get through this 3D Zelda month without making a sound? That's impressive, honestly. It's one of the most iconic sounds in a 3D Zelda.
Yes, but I don't think any of us are a big enough fan of Tingle.
I mean, well, yeah, he's a criminal, but his sounds are very iconic.
They should bring the Tingle games to Switch.
You know, there are happy points in my life I forget there were Tingle games.
Right? They never brought them to the US, so it was pretty easy.
Did they not?
No. People are upset.
Hey, game. Hey. Sure, that's,
Everything's working fine.
Why wouldn't I turn a 180 in the worst way possible? Boom, 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 boom. When you do it that fast, it might be a mild epilepsy concern.
Right? For sure.
Nice.
This guy's doomed.
He's got all these sick paintings on him. It's fucking sad.
You know, these paintings are so, like, destructive. I can see why the police don't want you doing it around town.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
exploding this fucking robot. Imagine what it could do to buildings.
Yeah, it's not structurally safe. You are going to kill these people.
Dude,
is it really just his head left now? I guess so. Yeah, I guess he's going to attack with it and you can right up his nose. No? Okay, he's shooting.
Oh my god, Gabe. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, I know your secret. Many others were framed and jailed for your graffiti. You wanted to be perfect, to never get caught.
Getting caught is based, you cuck.
I trusted you.
Only cowards avoid the police. What's this game about?
You even tried to kill me. Because I found out your dad was a corrupt cop that kept you out of trouble.
Yeah, this game is pretty based. So what? Is that it? Who am I not to make use of my roots? Oh my god, the game is like... He's literally assigned cop at birth. What the... I'll sit in my ass.
You're a coward, killing people just to hide from reality.
You never knew what it was like being born privileged. No one was going to accept me if they knew about my dad. I had no choice. What don't you understand? Do a dive kick. Dive kicks are real cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing it. No,
all
Felix.
dive kicking.
You betrayed me first. Not my problem. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's so good. You headbutted a giant mech so hard in its fucking organic cranium that it got fucked. That was good. Now go outside.
Man, that was only one trophy or 2 trophies we got the whole time or something, right?
Yeah, what? Isn't 2 trophies per 9 hours of beating an entire video game normal?
Yeah.
Wait, did he become a old head?
Everybody.
Yo!
Bomb rushes all city!
So they got up and made a change. But there are things you can't change. Your age, your roots. You better own and rock that shit. In the end, what defines you is what you do with the stuff you got.
Hey yo, where's Felix at?
Yo!
I never thanked you
Your voice is so dumb, even outside of that.
for bringing me back to life, back to the reality of
For
myself.
waking me up. Waking me up inside.
You can't wake me up.
Save me.
You did most of the work yourself. But don't think for a second you'll be all city forever. This ain't over.
What's Mario like? Put an RPG!
Nothing like this.
Why are they dancing to that? I don't understand what's...
Well, I guess they do dance in Mario RPG.
Do they?
I think so. I feel like there's a Mario trying to dance and he just does a jump animation
Summon raptors.
on the ground.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good. Man. I wish we had more games of this exact tier.
Right?
And that they were $35 at most. I hate to be a ball buster, but I really want to talk you down for 40. I really want it to be even $5 less.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, double A game is pretty cool.
Yeah, double A games are pretty fucking cool. And based as hell.
Yeah.
This game had some messages and they all basically were fucking on point.
Is that the cop dancing?
Is in the area.
Can they do that? Are they allowed? Graffiti isn't fun if it isn't legal. Is still a great line. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I like that each group's graffiti has their own artist, so that way they have a
Yeah.
distinct style.
Right? Man,
Yeah.
I really do wonder if I'm going to go back to one of the Jet Sets radios and be like, oh, they don't have anything remotely like this good of a story or
See,
playing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in chat who's played Jet Set seemed to say it has no fucking story. I wonder if this is Jet Set pilled me enough where I could go back and play Jet Set Radio Future.
Uh-huh.
And it click at all.
Okay, so he did 3 songs for this.
Yeah, they should put this soundtrack on streaming.
Oh,
They
yeah,
should
I
release
wonder.
this.
Because it should be, for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a solid fucking soundtrack. I genuinely struggle to think of something that has a better soundtrack this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the big games I played. I'm like, a lot of them have fitting music or good music, but not like this. Like, Resident Evil 4 music is really solid and for what it is, but it ain't. It's no Cyberfunk.
Right, it's not knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, I haven't played Pizza Tower either. That might have just as good of music. I don't know.
I would find it hard to believe it has music as good as this. I don't doubt that its soundtrack is good. At all. This game had a real lack of Dracula, says Dostave. Bob, would you have liked it if Dracula was in this?
No, probably not.
I feel like Dracula wouldn't have really fit what was going on here.
Right.
Haze and then Pizza Tower.
How long is Pizza Tower?
Do you want me to put that up there? Because I will. Like, because, you know, I'm going to have to play Pizza. But then I have to not play Pizza Tower until we hit the goal.
Right.
And then I have to do it on a stream instead of eating this delicious candy in a dark room by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pat eating chocolate in a closet.
God.
Yo, what's up?
Pizza Tower's like 5 hours. There you go. That's almost the length of a Friday stream if we beat both of those games.
Right?
We're so focused on all city, we've neglected the hideout. So much real estate left bare. How about you fix that? I left something hanging around that should help a map. That's a giant SD card. Where'd you get that? That's like if the Neo Geo took SD cards. They would be that big. You know, like the Neo Geo cartridges.
Yeah. Like,
good chunk.
it's a micro SD too.
They should have edited that to say macro.
They should have. Missed opportunity.
Real
there.
missed opportunity. That's the only L in the whole game. You see all the spots to bomb in the hideout on the map. Okay, thank you. Vita memory card. I used to know what that was called. Back when the Vita was called the NGP, they announced the format for the games. Man. Fuck.
What was it? It was Pro Duo was the PSP one, right?
I mean, yeah, but the games themselves came on a card format.
Those were...
It's not a memory stick.
No.
Which, you know, the Pro Duo is a memory stick. It's a memory stick Pro Duo.
Right.
This is going to drive me insane.
Yeah, as well as those terms I also heard a lot because of you.
Right? And the videos we made.
Uh-huh.
We only left behind 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. We did a pretty good job of hitting stuff in this place.
UMD, that's PSP.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Vita.
God. Because it's the NGP, but it's the thing for it.
A part of me believes there's an X in it. This is gonna kill me. I kind of want to hand this controller to you and then try to look it up.
Does Felix have new costumes, or do you just go back to being red? Yeah, I don't know.
That's a great question. 1 moment. We didn't 1% any area in the game, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All Wikipedia has is Vita game card. That's not right.
Yeah, he's got his own
That sure
colors.
is Wikipedia.
Yeah.
We're going to this.
Sure, it's like school outfit than red.
Yeah. I like him having a distinct look, though, because if someone saw the end of this game, they would just assume it was a different character you had selected, if they had played it at all.
Yeah.
SD2 Vita? No. That is an adapter made by the community to stick SD cards in the Vita.
What in the? How do I? I don't know. How do you bore her into the ground?
Right, yeah. Did we unlock the Dig HM?
Behind the couch? Is there something on it?
I think they're literally trying to say it was behind this. It's like, oh my fucking god.
Oh, wow, what?
You sadistic fucks.
Yeah, all right.
Jesus Christ. Oh, hey.
There you go. There's one of the trophies. Oh, what's this? A weird thing CSRs does whenever a trophy pops up. Why was there someone back here? If you
I'm
click,
starving, help me out. See ya. Sea of Stars? What
yeah,
about it?
yeah. In CSRs, if a trophy pops up and you hit the button to look at it, it like pauses the game in the music completely. It's a little strange.
If you hit the PlayStation button to look at the trophy,
Yeah.
a lot of games do that. Because they can functionality, when you bring up this menu, do a thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same, like the game registers trophies and that as the same thing. So yeah, it seems like every
every
trophy in this game is 100%ing a zone.
Right, and then score stuff.
Hey Bob, I'm gonna hand this to you.
And you're gonna look this
Yes,
up.
I'm gonna fucking look this up because I cannot. I was like, certainly chat will get it.
Do we have the map for this? Yes, cool. So there's one right there, and that might be the only one left in this area. Seems kind of crazy that we'd only have one left. How bad is this? Okay, so it's going across several billboards. Oh, weird. Getting off of the board in midair does that. That's kind of neat.
This is really fun seeing an article from 2012 where they're like, Sony is to offer same-day digital releases for NGP cartridge games. This is how different it used to be back then, you guys.
Right.
2012, that was a mind-blowing concept.
Right? Yeah, it was not just a foregone conclusion, and that the fact the digital would be the main release. No, heavens no.
Because the fucking 3DS didn't even do that.
Right?
NVG. Okay, that's what I thought it fucking was. That was the first thing that popped in my head, and I'm like, I'm thinking that because it's like a conglomerate of all these letters I thought it was.
Right?
Yeah, NVG. Cool. Did you guys know that the cool thing about the NVG is that 5 to 10% of their internal storage they can rewrite? So the idea is your DLC would write to the cartridge. Your firmware updates would write to the cartridge. Yeah, like, I don't know how many people in chat doubted me when I said it had its own name.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't have.
Right? It was
When I
like,
say I used to be a Sony fanboy, you need to understand I really... Like, by the time the Vita was rolling around, it was definitely... the fate was getting shook out of me, but I was
Right.
into tech enough.
right, and that was cool new tech.
Right.
Unlike,
Unlike the 3DS or...
yeah, the 3DS was coming up, and yeah, I guess there just wasn't that much else.
And yet we haven't solved the great mystery of how the fuck.
Right? Oh, I guess we'd have to jump in from the train. Jump all the way over there.
God, that's rough.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if... Wait, I can't...
Yeah, the Vita as a portable is like really great. Its build quality is immensely better than the Switch or the Steam Deck. Which the OLED Switch feels way better than the original did. That's for fucking certain. The screen being an OLED looked fucking beautiful and unbelievable at the time. Full-size analog sticks were really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, the Vita was a really promising thing. It's a shame that it bombed because Sony's insane and can't make games that are compelling and not AAA bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no world where you can explain why Unit Unit for 13?
Yep.
Why that happened?
All people want to buy is the shooters. They swear, and then it's like, well, you keep making them, people aren't buying them. Why do you think that's what people want to buy?
Like,
Because that's all people want to buy.
like guys, that was a $50 game.
God, was it?
Yeah, the Vita was $50 games.
Man, I thought they were 40. Jesus.
Let me look it up just to be sure. I'm gonna look up Uncharted. Uncharted Golden Abyss.
No, don't tell
Launch
me.
MSRP. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Oh, good, I can still kick it. Use it as a platform. Thank God.
Yeah, $50 is the top end of Vita game prices. Yep. That's too much money for a portable game, he said. While the Switch is 60.
Yeah.
Sure, it's cool that Nintendo does those vouchers for digital games that make it worth it.
Yep.
Hey, Sony, what do I get for buying your games digitally on your own service?
You get to own our games digitally on our service. Isn't that a privilege?
I'm just really excited for like the E3 conference where Jim Ryan rips his head open like the bad RoboCop that goes insane. You know, where it just kills two people, then rips its head open. There's a skull inside screaming. I'm excited for that. Kurono says I got Persona 4, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3, Dissidia Duodecim, Dragon's Crown, and Muramasa. I got my money's worth. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's some really good games on there.
Yeah, I think I had all of those except for maybe Persona 4.
Even if one of those is a PSP game and not a Vita game.
Yeah, but it's still the best Vita game.
Yeah. It's fair.
You get 5 cents in PlayStation bucks.
Yay.
Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare.
Thank you, Cleo, for the $120.
Jesus. I was like, something's up here. There we go. We did it without going all the way across the train.
How did you do that? I wish I saw it.
It was just using one of the turrets.
Oh, hey, they're now just going to stick those on you when you hit 6 stars. Jesus Christ. Cleo, known huge fan of Hayes.
I guess.
Huge fan of Hayes. Just excited to hit that goal, which I guess is a Hayes and Pizza Tower stream, so that way we can fit a whole stream in there.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe I'll play it on my own, and then that stream could be you playing Pizza Tower. I got a Vita late 2020. Wow, that's late. What's up? He stands while he craps. What?
That really just stupid thought of like it just closes the door and just loud fart noise.
Echoey fart sound. The police disperse.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, he's no longer wanted.
I don't like that, big nerd. I don't like Pizza Tower.
No. Yeah, I don't. The only thing left is all those underground. Oh,
Yeah, and
there's
you
also
got
2 underground.
Dude, you got
segments.
a trophy. That might.
Those might be different areas. Yeah.
Right. Cleo says, so what is Hayes?
There's a way to go.
Spiff says, piss and slurs. As far as I know, there's only 1. Maybe. Did we hit 2 in that video? I feel like we... Imagine
know.
the worst AAA game during 7th gen. That's... But here's the good thing. It's only like 4 hours.
It's not Fort Solace.
No. They wouldn't have made Fort Solace during 7th gen. They needed more of a game to be there, even then.
Yeah. Achieve maximum level of quantity. Okay, so
Okay,
it was
that
not
makes sense. There we go.
collecting or getting everything in this area.
Dice says, I beat Pizza Tower in like 5 hours, so it probably wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, no, I really wouldn't. Playing Haze for a little bit is referred to as taking a tinkle. God damn. God. To explain the piss jokes, in that people drink a yellow liquid and spray it and stuff, I guess, to get drugged up. Think you've proven yourself. It's going to take a lot more to impress us. Go ahead and do your little things. Just don't forget who started this.
Piss.
Thank you, Shooping, for the 25 piss dollars.
Piss achieved.
I would really like to thank everyone who supports us, even if you don't want to watch Haze.
Right.
Because we just found out we're going to have to buy a fucking Mac Mini because Agro's fucking Windows 11 laptop won't fucking work properly with the channel for podcasts. And we need something that works, so that's like 400, 450. So I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because my goal this year was to not invest in more hardware.
Right? We thought we were
Stream
done.
that smells like my sheets.
Stream that smells like my sheets, says R. Kelly. Oh, come on. Donating $20. That's terrible. That's terrible. Wait, why? Windows 11 is great, says Corono, getting banned.
Oh. Come on.
Oh my God, can
Stop.
you refund the $20? I mean, I could, but I won't.
Come on. Get up there.
I think it's already stunned because you graffitied it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on top of it now.
Oh, you just literally want to be on top of it.
Right.
You were
There we
like
go.
uppies, and he wouldn't give you uppies, and
Right?
you were so mad. Pop was grumpy for the rest of the day. Oh, Mush Plush, that actually made me really viscerally like upset and angry reading that. So now I'm gonna read it to Bob. Hey Bob.
Hey, what's up?
Much Plush says, speaking of Windows 11, my friend is getting ads for Starfield as the computer lock screen.
I thought that was bad enough when I turned on the Xbox and it did that. Don't need a freaking PC to be chilling
no.
Starfield.
I don't need a PC to give me a fucking ad. It's a tool.
FTC release. Please break them up. They need it.
That'd be so
bad.
good. That'd be so good.
Is dire.
It's weird that we're focusing on. I mean, they're trying to stop Microsoft from at least buying an entire publisher, but it feels weird that we're focusing on Amazon even more than Microsoft. I understand they're also one of the biggest companies, so
Right.
You know.
It's just they don't have a stranglehold on everyone's work environment.
The same as Amazon, or are you saying Amazon doesn't have that as
Much as Microsoft, which I guess
Yeah.
that they do.
they have a number of industries completely fucked. Amazon's done that pretty well.
Of course. Space. Oh, there's something up here? All right. I don't understand. I do see that's the case.
So, Bob, we both agree we just get completely shredded, right?
Of course.
And when we're both like down to 5% body fat, we're like we're doing a Mario Sunshine stream, Eric, and it's like being going on a beach trip. So we're doing it shirtless. And Eric's like, whoa, wait, what?
I didn't sign up for
I
this.
didn't sign up for this. That'd be so fucking insane. We're just like fucking Brad Pitt shredded beside him, and he's just like a normal looking guy. 5% body fat game. Chris has actually been hitting up the gym too. He said he went like 4 times this week or something. I'm like, damn, dude, technically I only worked out 3 times this week. Admittedly, all 3 times were like, well, no, that's not true. One of them was only 1,300.
Okay.
Because I beat Ring Fit and literally cried for half an hour. Plus, that was a moment. Because, yeah, I didn't want to quit playing Ring Fit with the Gamer Gone Rip the first time. It was because of that problem, right? And I genuinely thought I'd never beat that game or get fit. So, I don't... Spiff says, I don't care if you stream in Pianta suits as long as you're doing a Sunshine stream. Oh, God, Corona, that description. Dan looks like Buff Riku. Bob looks like that Botki character with the 9,000 bones.
Jesus.
Which one would you rather be? I don't know. They're both kind of scary. Something about fucking Buff Riku looks like a Macy's parade that went wrong.
Yeah, the 9,000 bones thing at least is, you know, not real. He thinks he has 9,000 bones. He doesn't actually.
What is the name of the Gundam in G Gundam that's evil? Is it Evil Gundam or Demon Gundam? Devil Gundam?
Devil Gundam or
Where
Dark
it's just
Gundam, I believe.
Yeah, Dark Gundam. Like, the upper body's just spine extended, huge, goes up really. So there's something like Buff Riku's the flesh version of that.
Yeah.
You should be able to beat my high score. 50,002 minutes. Think you can do it?
Yes. Yeah, probably. That doesn't sound like a high score.
Leo!
No.
More piss book money than I guess.
Thank you for the $55.
Yeah, God.
We really appreciate it. Piss book money. 9,000 bones, but still only one vein to his brain from his neck to tear off graphically. Baki, huh?
Ready?
Damn. Damn.
All right.
1 second, I have a line for that. I don't need to say that. I have a button.
Got you on the street sometime. Oh, I thought you were going to join my team. You had a really cool design.
Was this his piss?
Airman Trump donated $100 and said, was this his piss? This is the worst Jinkaria joke. You found it.
You did.
That was the worst one. Well, I'm sure people are going to have a stroke as we announce the combo stream that is Hayes Piss Stream / Pizza Tower next week, right? I guess one of us needs to dress as a corn fan and the other one a pizza guy. I can go see if I have any Hungry Howie suits around. I feel like we've known so many Hungry Howie employees. One of us should have a single shirt.
Right, it seems ludicrous if one of you doesn't.
Guys, 5 people that you know associated with our channel worked. 6 people
Yeah,
you know associated with our channel worked at Hungry Howie's.
I think I'm the only one who hasn't.
Yeah.
Like, that's how insane it is.
Yeah.
Do I need to go work at Hungry Howie's?
I really did think at one point that it would just be worth it. Like almost like a solidarity exercise.
Okay, I still don't know have any idea how this connects.
Couldn't you do both? Well, I guess if we frost tip our hair and wear a corn hat while also wearing Hungry Howie shirts. Do you think Hungry Howie's would sell us a Hungry Howie shirt?
I doubt it. I feel like that's one of those things.
Do you think a Hungry Howie's employee would sell us
Oh,
a Hungry
absolutely. They'll sell you anything.
Yeah, Xeon also worked there.
Yeah.
It's literally anyone you can think of. There's only like one person canonically tied to 2. Handsome Joe
Okay.
and Fake Aggro. That's it. Those are the only 2. And you, obviously.
Right.
That's it. Everyone else, except for, I guess, Jim Ratgazer. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Gotta be something.
Fake Aggro. Well, never mind. My question is answered. Yeah, go watch the fucking Mega Man Maker special. You know, people think that special is the origin of calling him Fake Aggro.
No.
I don't know why.
I mean,
We just thought it was funny every time he would try to impersonate Aggro, and it was nowhere near right.
right.
So then we just started getting him to do that on streams, in videos. And then it became whatever. We'll make that the concluding joke of the Mega Man Maker Christmas special.
He's Arnotski. He's 50 years old.
What?
I won't explain myself.
Okay.
Man, yeah, I don't know where this connects. It's sad. This area is so close to being 100%ed. Maybe if I have a different vehicle?
I wonder if there's a thing hidden by an object in a room precluding you from seeing the world's tiniest hole you roll underneath.
Maybe, or maybe I need to get all these guys because of in this area. Because I looked under a lot of things over there.
Okay. Did you say the Mac Mini for 400 or 450? It seems like the cheapest I can get it for is 450, but you know. One of the things we're doing is waiting until Apple's conference is done in the coming week because they might announce a shakeup that'll make it cheaper. But that's really unlikely. I'm just hopeful.
Right.
I'm just hoping. Hoping and coping. Because it's like the tweet said 3 years ago. Something like that. Almost 3 years ago to the date because it was December 2020. We talked about the inevitability that is we would end up switching over to just each of us, the four of us then, having Macs to record from because Windows kept breaking our shit.
Yeah.
And 3 years later, that day actually fucking came. Tim Cook will bleed you dry. $400 for a functional PC really isn't bad. Like, because I used a Mac Mini. I used a MacBook Air. That thing is really performant for that price.
Right.
But yeah, they'll announce they're buying Disney. You know, the thing was apparently that CEO, Bob Iger, is going to try to stay CEO as long as he humanly can and then sell to Disney. That way the price can get driven up as high as possible.
Yeah.
So anyway,
The future sucks.
Oh, it sucks so bad. Fuck the future. Someone out there is excited by that concept. They're like, oh, it would be so great if Apple owned Disney. Someone thinks that.
Probably. You hear that about literally every one of these big tech companies.
Because for some
Mergers.
reason in America, we really just made it you're only a truly great person if you financially did really well.
Uh-huh.
Man, there was the last one. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, so go literally right back to where you were. It's floating up next to the rail. So it's to your left hard right now.
Oh, there it is.
That was close.
That was.
You got it.
Oh, God, I was holding L2, but it worked.
Good job.
Where is the dance floor anyway? Oh, well.
Yeah, the weird thing is, like, if I invested in the hardware, we could just do everything with OBS right now on a Mac. And that's impressive because this PC certainly costs a lot more than a Mac and is probably way less stable at doing the things we do.
Right. The constant frustrations of Windows PCs.
Yeah, it really never should have become this bad.
Right. Let me in. That just brought me here.
Cleo, what are you doing?
If I give you this, can you something something? Oops, gave it to you anyway.
Thank you.
Wow.
Cleo, why would you hit the goal? Cleo went over the goal.
Yeah. wait, I could just switch to red, but
Oh,
he's
no.
not.
You just put the mask on and make people call you Red. Thank you, Cleo. And thank you everyone else who donated, except for R. Kelly. Not a fan. Macs have a short lifespan, but Microsoft is trying to lose that advantage as hard as they can. I don't know what about them would have a short lifespan. Do you mean like they have a short time being the lead product? Because that's complicated from the perspective of like, what would you compare that to in a Windows ecosystem? I believe the bike door is near the beginning. Interesting.
Oh, I figured it would be back here. And I just...
Yeah, I would think there would be something important back here too.
I actually never saw the bike door that Eric was pointing out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's literally just a shutter door. You should bring up your phone though. But yeah, it has a picture of a bike on it, I'm reasonably certain. Turn to the right. Weird. You would think it'd be right here or
Right.
so. As I understand, that comes from MacBooks being a pain in the ass to repair. I mean, it's all one piece, right, with modern Macs. So part of it goes, it's kind of gone.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks.
Yeah, no, they something should happen for how bad they've made repairability, but when it comes to affordability and performance for that price, they're knocking it out of the park. I had someone on Twitter who was like, couldn't you get a Chromebook? I'm like, why do people think Chromebooks would function well enough for any...
Like, yeah, they're not meant to be used as like computing devices themselves at all. They're meant to run Chrome.
They're meant to run a browser, and yeah, I'm sure it would have the same problems as running an Android phone. Because fun fact, our recorders can even work on Android phones. Hell, they can work on iPhones too, but the mobile versions of those apps of Discord doesn't want to put a high enough bit rate into the voice call it's sending. So it sounds like shit because of that. Dante Namikaze says, I'm on a Chromebook right now, and a lot of time it shits itself just trying to run the Twitch app.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And a question, anyone ever know anyone with a bike they hang on their wall? I've seen it a lot, but now I'm starting to think that was always in movies. Bob?
Yeah, I also feel like I've only seen that in film.
Yeah, let's follow this right wall. Maybe.
That looks suspicious, but not bike shaped. Oh, there's this thing.
Oh, yeah, and very least. Well, we can't. Man, it sucks that you can't just change.
Yeah, the dance pad's pretty close, but yeah, it does. Where all the characters can use the different things. It's like, just let us have a switch and fly then.
A lot of people are saying this is like a Banjo-Tooie situation. You need to enter that area from a different zone.
Oh my god.
But one person said they thought it was at the beginning. I don't know if they meant the beginning zone or the beginning of this zone.
Right. Yeah, you have roller skates on. What's up?
CS Strife says, I used to be Android Windows, and then I got a 2020 iPad Pro for university. My eyes were open. Yeah, like, it's weird the amount of people who just assume I'm an Apple fanboy, and it's like, no, I had an Android phone first. I've used Windows my entire life. I didn't have a Mac PC until 2020.
Strawberry missiles.
Strawberry missiles, don't make me wait for it. So it's got to be probably your blades.
Yeah.
But yeah, my largest frustration with iPhone right now is that there's no storage you can stick into it.
Yeah,
That's dog shit.
it sure is.
Once the EU's done with the fucking replaceable batteries and USB ports, that should be the next one. Because this is fucking horse crap.
Yeah.
There's no world in which any amount of storage should cost $200 to strap on a phone. Yeah. I can never get an iPhone because all the third-party apps I use do not work on an iPhone. I've never heard of that situation. I'm trying to... Like, I don't know.
I assume they're just like not released on any sort of app store. They're just like something made by that company for them to use for work or something. That's what I would assume.
No, because if that was the case, you would say my job uses it, right? And honestly, what job's doing that and not providing you with a fucking phone?
Right.
I mean, I guess emulators are probably... Because you would have to hack it, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing, Matto. That's part of why I like speak positively about these like M1 Max and stuff. Like the disgusting part of all of this is knowing that Aggro is going to have a fully functional Mac Mini lying around and it's only being used to VoIP in Discord.
Right, that seems like gross excess.
Right, it does, but Windows forced our hand.
Right, there's literally no other option.
His
basically.
laptop is his laptop. We can't, for the sake of the podcast network, say, return your fucking laptop and buy a good one.
Or find one
that
that
would
doesn't
be
have
great.
Windows 11 somehow.
Right, fine. Revert this to Windows 10. I did send him a DM telling him that people confirmed that might fix it. I don't expect him to say, yeah, sure, I would love to format my PC and install Windows 10. A thing it probably should be able to do, but we don't know.
Right.
Is there not a smaller thing you can get for that?
Yeah, is there?
Throw it out.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because at $400, it's really hard to beat that price for something you know for a fact will use proper full bandwidth in Discord. Like, at that point, we're trying to argue that you need to get a Raspberry Pi and install a Linux distro on it, and then hope the Mixpre works with it properly, and that the Discord app for Linux sends the full bandwidth. Like, that's a lot of hoping. Kuan Alpinus confirms the Versum Hill stuff is all accessed in its own zone. You never have to find secrets by coming in from a different zone. So,
Oh, thank God.
yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, it would.
Just straight up. That's why I called it Banjo-Tooie shit.
Right.
Because while it's a cool idea, it also just sucks in some circumstances. Also, this is a 3D platformer. But yeah, so, and that's why I'm so positive. The M1 stuff is strong enough. Once again, I could be running this stream with all these layers and captures, and I bet if I got the hardware to hook it up to a Mac, it would not drop frames randomly, which it does on Windows for reasons confounding to modern science. I don't know if I'm the weird one because I'm a laptop user, but $400 is low for a new setup in general. It is.
Yeah.
Because if you were building a PC, you would have to buy a power supply, a motherboard, a CPU, and a GPU. And then you would need to make sure they're all quality enough to be functional. And you are absolutely breaking $400 for a case and all of that. But yeah, the thing is, the reason why I haven't switched entirely to using my MacBook for, like, stuff is my editing software is Vegas, which is not on the Mac. I should be using Resolve, but even if I switch to Resolve, I'm incentivized to keep using my PC because I have insanely powerful GPUs.
Right.
Are Macs a lot less obtuse to use than a Windows PC? I've been using... I grew up on fucking DOS, so I'm pretty PC ecosystem concept level pilled, and the fact other things don't work like that is weird to me. So I can't speak to your situation, Will Gamba. Maybe if you were deep enough in the iOS ecosystem, you would be more understanding of that. Because to be fair, behind the scenes, right, when it comes to things you would access in the Windows control panel, I think Mac OS is set up a lot more sane than Windows, which keeps changing how it's set up every fucking revision.
Right. Like, that's the problem with Windows. They in their weird, like, march to try and be like Mac.
But they're not doing it right.
Yeah, they've lost all sight of what made that good and what made Windows good, making the weird nightmare scenario that we're currently
That's good
in.
at neither and has all sorts of glitches. Damn, you almost got that.
Yeah, I did.
So software has successfully absorbed a 2 to the 30th power increase over the last 40 years like it's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't understand the despair we all felt Thursday night after 3 hours straight, because Chris is even in the phone call with us. As we try thing after thing after thing to get this to work, and we all just went, man, it shouldn't be like this, right? It's sending a voice over the internet.
So simple.
We're not sending lossless audio quality. It's just a fucking voice. Like, we were so fucking Yeah, and the fact it was 3 years on from us having a premonition that Windows would eventually fuck us like this, right?
Right.
Another layer of this for people who are interested. Apparently, the specific audio codec that Discord uses is the Opus audio codec, and it is seemingly using Windows' own codec that they invented via Skype that got added to the branch family of Opus audio codec that is now being used by every VoIP. So when it doesn't work in Discord, it is seemingly not going to work anywhere ever. And the only way to fix this is to install Windows 11 or get a different PC and hope it doesn't have this problem. Anecdotal, and I work in anecdotal, but I work in software development, and no one I work with wants to work with them as software products because they're so unreliable, and we suspect they cut QA just to make sure users test their shit.
What a good and positive relationship to have with your user base.
But yeah, thank you everyone for the support. As I've said multiple times before, if there was a way to run the channel without ever taking donations, that would be great, and I would much prefer that. But man, we lost at least, what, 20 hours over the last month trying to get this, because you remember that day we kept delaying starting, and Aggro just had to drive over here.
Yeah.
And we're not even supposed to still be in Niceville. Imagine if we were out of town. The solution is then Aggro just sounds like total shit on the podcast for no real reason.
Hey, Windows is the real reason. It's very real. I'm very upset.
I am too, yeah. People are telling me to shut up about the money. Please says, shut up and take the money. Corono says, if I had more money, I would give more, or I would give it to you, but I'm glad we've got a reunited front here. Yeah, and that's the thing, like one thing I try to make clear is that we never, like, the fact that there are streamers out there who put a lot of pressure on their chat, and they're like, guys, pay me more before we start the stream. Whoa. Oh, they're bullets. I'm like, is the geometry on your hair? Is the GPU dying? Is like disgusting because I've been poor most of my life, and you know how shitty that would make me feel?
Right.
Like, there's a reason we have some content behind the Patreon wall, but most of it is early access. Like, you'll get it on a long enough timeline.
Right.
Most of it, except for the commentator chart. Aggro calls in and holds the phone up to the mic. Wait, Aggro calls in and Dan holds the phone up to the mic. We talked about every option, basically. My brother worked on the Excel dev team for a couple of years, and he says it's a disaster. This is MS's own employees. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like, it feels like every single one of their pieces of software became completely stagnant.
Well, like, they completely lack vision.
Yeah.
And they don't have the support necessary to execute on any of it. How do you do that high jump thing? So you're standing on your shoes, you do a kick, and then you do a jump, and that's how you do the highest high jump. You can also do it on rollerblades, and it's a slightly higher jump, but it's not quite as high. Mainstream streaming culture seems disgusting, and I want no part of it. I feel that way about people who participate in literally everything I do. Like, there are some really, really gross YouTube cultures. There are some really, really gross podcasting cultures. There are really gross, like, streaming cultures. And all of it just makes me go, you know what? When you introduce what I do to people, just try to come up with the vaguest term possible. So then Spiff, to punish me for saying this, is like, he's an influencer. Big fan of Watch Dogs, huh? Just trying to get the...
Yeah. It's gonna make the iconic hat here.
Let's just spray paint Alden's gray hat.
Aiden.
Aiden.
Yeah.
Aiden Pierce's iconic jacket.
Oh no.
Now, did reading that make that clip through you? Or is
Maybe.
it... Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Spit says, I don't know. Seems like you've influenced a lot of people. Is this a metaphor? No, that's a chain on your arm, and it's going to yank you through a building. Help.
All right, I think there's only like one of these left.
See, here's the thing. They say the iconic hat, but wasn't the jacket the more actual iconic
Yeah,
thing about
the
him?
jacket was the actual iconic thing, but they said iconic hat and put the iconic hat in the game, in the next game.
Okay, so it's really hard to see, but there is a yellow dot on the far side on the left.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Uh-huh.
You guys deserve the support. Really some of the most genuine dudes in the medium, possibly the planet.
You know the irony of talking about... Yeah. Thank you, Kyle Kiyosaki, for this.
Yes. It's always appreciated. What if I put gigantic thighs on your camera? How would you feel about that?
No! Can you take a picture and show me how it looks from the inside? We can't really appreciate... I mean, get mad enough at this art you've done.
Where is a toilet? I need to stop them because there are too many.
Where's the toilet? I need to stop them. What have you done? Wait, if you leave, do they also lose track of you? We haven't tested that.
Let's
I don't
see.
think we've ever been in a circumstance where we did that. Everyone in chat. No, I would hate that. That'd be terrible. Please don't do that.
No, I still have 5 stars. All right.
Well, that sucks.
Man, this game's really cool. It's fun just to
No,
fill out
it
these
is-
areas and.
It
Man.
is really, really cool. Oh, there's a fucking poll.
What is it for?
Has Dan influenced you?
Jesus.
How come I never hear Bob's an influencer?
Like I said, don't put enough inspirational stuff out there, Dan.
That's true. Where are your fitness vlogs?
Right?
I was actually, like, no cap. I was actually considering at the very end of this talking about it, just to let people know.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure there are people out there who would be interested. Because I think there's only, like, every other gamer who's gone ripped that I've been able to look up did not get ripped through video games. Weirdly enough, they did death streams. Would you fucking believe it?
No, what?
I guess that's just a level of strength we have as people, kindred spirits. I'm serious.
Weird. All right.
Dude did 38-hour Borderlands 2 stream.
Oh my god.
He apparently was famous for that or some shit. And then just got absolutely shredded.
Just
And
became Carrot Top.
part of getting shredded,
there.
Bob,
Jesus.
part of getting shredded
Uh-huh.
was people kept telling him he had to quit video games to lose the weight because he was fat.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, no, I don't. I could get shredded and not quit video games.
Mm-hmm.
Because normies.
Yeah.
So, gamers are strong. That's the real story here.
Right?
Mano says, I put yes to games, but I'm actually about to do overnight oats after hearing him talk about it a lot too. So I don't know if that counts as to work out. I didn't realize how many. One moment. Has Dan influenced you? Yes to work out. Yes to play a game. Yes, frame rate stuff. Yes, resolution stuff. No. I'm surprised OLED.
Right? Not this time. That's frame rate stuff.
I like that yes to play a game is that high. I honestly.
there it is.
Oh my fucking god. So it was literally the thing we suspected, a tiny crawl hole.
Right.
Nothing was in front of it.
There it is.
The only thing in front of it was your crowded eye, right? I like that yes to play a game is the highest at 59% because honestly, with how many people responded about fitness, I was like, I think I got more people sold on fitness than any game I've ever talked about.
Look, more people can get into fitness than Pistol Whip.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Dan was easily the strongest driving force behind me getting Armored Core 6. That's awesome. I love Armored Core 6.
Right?
Big Nerd Sam says, actually, I started calorie counting because of GigaBoots. That is a really good step. Like, what was it? There are studies that are like 85 or 95% of Americans, which not assuming, they overestimate how healthy they eat. So if you ask them,
right, they're like, oh yeah,
yeah, I eat well, and then you study what they eat, and you're like, yeah, you're eating way too much. That's a thing, yeah. Acura Cat says I got to play Armored Core and get the Bouncer and Evergrace because of GigaBoots. That's a pretty blessed list.
Yeah, it is.
Spiff says Dan made me buy Bloodstain.
Oh, right.
That's even more blessed. Yeah, it said that.
Yeah, I was like,
ago.
wasn't that while I was in the bathroom or something?
That was a long time ago. That was like hour 7 or 6.
Guess I could hook it up fine.
Yeah, at very least it could, not end the stream this instant.
Right.
Hey, Bob, you're too anxious. Yeah, you're a pathological PlayStation button pusher. Bob's always pushing on stream. This is why he's not an influencer, even though that should make you more of one, I think. Nocturne says, GigaBoots inspired me to buy The Bouncer. Watch Fat Man, at least one Lumalin film, and I'll get back to you on the TV. Anytime I try to express the sheer gravity of the effect OLED TVs can have on literally any type of game, no matter how old you display on it, I always feel awkward because OLEDs, even as cheap as they are, they still 600 is probably the lowest it's ever gone.
Right.
Probably. Maybe it's been cheaper. They do put them on deep discounts. But so it feels awkward to me because I always bought Black Friday TVs for most of my life, right?
And not like good ones.
No.
Like they are TVs that appear for Black Friday
And then
suck.
disappear and break.
Yes.
Like, oh, they spun up this bullshit model of TV to screw me on Black Friday because I'm poor.
Right.
No was only 7%. 93% of people say I have influenced them.
Oh, damn.
I don't... That
You
doesn't...
can't stop the allegation, but those numbers.
I know, those numbers are looking bad for Dan.
What's in here?
Is this the mall? No.
No.
No, this is water. Where you at? I'm at soup.
Right?
Oh, this is the vertical. Okay, yeah.
Oh, did you do this?
I think Eric did. No, Eric
Yeah,
didn't play the game. Okay, so I just saw a thing that was like this, but not exactly this.
Okay.
At least you're a positive influence. Yeah, aren't I supposed to be selling you guys on supplements that don't work?
Right?
And giving you really bad fitness advice? One moment. Sir Cucumber says, the Bob poll has no details. Easy no. So wait, I thought you were supposed to get choice fatigue. Now you're telling me the opposite of, like, if there were more choices, I'd be more likely to do anything? That's... Years of psychology go against this claim. Man, moving around in this game is cool.
It is.
It's such a cool 3D platformer.
Man, we got several cool 3D platforms this year. Consudo Regalia also.
Yes, and I still haven't played that. so much delicious pseudo regalia. I was gonna say cake, but in this specific circumstance, maybe that would imply.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe
that.
don't. Different word. I was gonna compare it to cake, and it's caked up enough. You know, frankly,
Right?
I think everyone's aware of that.
Oh no.
But I have so much pseudo regalia deliciousness to look forward to.
Yes.
Bob influenced me to take better care of my Valkyria Chronicles 4 pre-order hat. That's true. He's making it look stylish. It's funny. It sat around here for a while, like, and I'm pretty sure you opened it
Right.
to use it at all, but then it just sat unused for a long time. Thank you for the follow. I was curious. That was Kuano Pinus who had given us a lot of tips about this game.
Cool.
A few things, and also seemed to come over from Pat's Raid, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, we never expect people to stick around.
No, we don't. We're a very specific thing we do. A lot of this, like, the funny thing is, compared to every single streamer friend I have, our follow number goes up way slower, but our average views and stuff are usually way higher. In fact, this is a lower performing stream, which we kind of knew going in, but
Right.
we don't care. Caring would make us cowards.
Yeah, we wanted to do the game with lots of funny names.
Right. Especially since we needed to know what this game was for Game of the Year.
Right?
Because we run a podcast network, even though we just talked about how I barely listen to one podcast a week. Yeah, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GigaBoots. Bob influenced me to make several of the food things he tweeted. Hey,
Cool.
that was spiff.
Wow.
I actually didn't know.
I figured no one would do that. My food stuff was pretty plebeian.
No, Bob, that's anything I tweet. Well, actually, I don't even tweet any of my fitness food. Well, that's not true. That garlicky chicken parmesan dish I was making with the
Okay.
potatoes. Like, I tweeted that, and I made that look pretty good. Is it directly beneath you?
I don't have any. I don't think that.
Oh,
there is
that's
anything.
bullets.
Yeah, that's bullets.
Is this a collectible? I say getting no scope.
Yes. Oh, it's delicious. What is it?
God, Pleo posted something in the food channel that just... What was it? It made my imagination go wild one moment. We have a food posting channel in the Discord. It's a good channel.
Yeah, I need to find the micro SD parts of this area. Because I'm kind of just
you
going
do.
in blind.
What's it? The winter melon soup, yes! That was really compelling, notionally. Where I'm just like, I need to know.
Okay, I already did this.
Salmon Sandwich says, I made some kimchi stew that lasted me a couple days. It's good. Kimchi is so good. You know, another thing with Americans is that we don't eat a lot of fermented foods.
No.
Which, since fermented foods have, like, cultures in them, it actually is good for your gut to eat them.
Right.
So that may actually contribute to part of health problem. Spiff says, I wanted to try winter melon soup ever since I saw it on Iron Chef in like 2004. It's hard to find winter melons here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bob,
What's up?
you may have judged me for my 92%, or was it 98%? 92, I think, influencer rating.
Uh-huh.
But you have a 73%. So you're still
That's still pretty bad.
pretty bad, man. If anything, I eat too many fermented foods, really. What are fermented foods? Things like kimchi. God, what is German kimchi? Sauerkraut?
Yeah, sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Chat, help me, please. Oh yeah, kombuchas are that. Yeah, and yogurt is that. At least yogurt's popular in America.
Yeah, yogurt. I was like, it's cultures, but is it fermented?
I'm pretty sure because it's milk that went bad, basically.
Right.
Fermented tofu makes people scream, says Fleo. Yeah, I'm not even sure I would like fermented tofu. I don't.
Yeah, that sounds deranged.
I'd eat it, but I'm not sure I'd like it. Oh yeah, natto,
Yeah.
which I think every human who's ever had an opinion expressed in media has convinced me that that thing must be vile.
Yeah, I tried it once and I was like, oh, no.
But I'm sure that's because it came in a package, clearly, if you got it in Japan.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Made.
It's not, like,
To the table.
like something, even in anime, it's like only old people eat this. It's disgusting.
So I was at dinner with my parents. It's the one where we went to, like, Red Lobster a week or a couple weeks ago, whenever that was.
Right.
And I was explaining how my mom hates instant mashed potatoes and how part of the reason she had to eat it and her parents made it is because they lived through the Depression era.
Uh-huh.
And my mom's like, I didn't live through the Depression. I'm like, that's not what I said. The reason your parents made it is because they lived through the Depression. So they're kind of just used to those staples that are kind of not great. I'm immune. At this point, I like instant mashed potatoes, Mom. You're on your own. Sorry. Potatoes are good. There are very few forms of potato I don't like. I do think potato salad is on the lower ranking potato foods you can make, though. That's not even to say it's bad. It's just I think about every other thing you could have done with that potato and I get sad. You know what competes with it, though? Really bad crinkle cut fries.
Yeah, crinkle cut fries can be really bad.
Uh-huh. Oh, Eon Offspring said they saw the SD card. So since they're saying that now, it must have been significantly
somewhere back where I just came from.
Oh, that's it. On the left. Left. Turn left.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Thank you, Eon. As a Southerner, I've known about chitlins all my life. I'm a little tempted to know how good it is at this point. I'm going to Google that to make sure it is exactly what I'm thinking.
It's like that name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. There we go.
No, I've never eaten that. I think my stepfather was calling something else that. It is the small intestines of a domestic animal. They're usually made from pig intestines. They also been filled with force meat to make a sausage.
Mmm.
I may have actually eaten that once, frankly, because of my, Cajun stepfather. Yeah, this specific area is the most Jet Set Radio area in the entire game.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Like color palette, structure,
Right.
theming. Kishka? I've never heard of that Jewish food before.
Stop sending them in.
I'm sorry, Bob. They will shoot you until you crap. You know, we should have prepped Jet Set Radio being installed. Like on the Xbox.
Yeah,
just
that
to
would
boot it
need to be able to go
immediately
straight
afterward. And be like, oh man. Well, technically says I'm going to punch my card. Glad y'all could find a definitive winner for best OST. Have a good night, lol. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we definitely should wrap this.
Yeah.
Because I really could just sit here all night just talking to chat.
Right.
But sleep's been rough for the last few days for me.
Yeah.
I almost canceled today's stream because of how rough it was today. But hey, you know, it's great. I bet when I wake up tomorrow, I won't be unbelievably sore again. That'd
Hopefully.
be weird if I relapsed.
Yeah, no, that'd be really bad if you're still sore from that. That'd be like, oh no, Dan, what happened?
What else would be in that category? 30XX, Pizza Tower, seemingly.
Man, I feel like there's got to be something else that I played this.
I would hope, because once again, I haven't played it, that Hi-Fi Rush,
yeah.
the non-stream friendly version, would at least hit that for me. But who knows? Also, it's licensed music, so that's
Right, like that.
that does dampen it a little bit.
Which I guess some of this is, but it's like indie,
Yeah, it's punk rock.
right? And being
But
punk
Dan,
rock
the Hi-Fi Rush has literally punk rock. Yeah, but that punk rock isn't punk rock enough.
no.
Dan, what does that mean? Shut up.
You'll understand when you're older.
You'll understand when you're older and more based.
Oh, I don't have a
This is the diner I just, terrorized. I think when you break in there, there was some collectible on the right side, but I already got it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything actually.
Yeah, I don't think. The PS5 and PC version of Live Alive was this year. Does that count? Given our rules for the top 10 games of the year, we should technically allow that, but I feel like that's even weirder to do for soundtracks.
It's a little weird to do.
Yeah.
Definitely has some good music.
It does. Because it makes sense when we're like, well, this game's ideal version
Right.
came out this year. But it feels weirder to be like, this game's ideal version came out this year, so the soundtrack was good again.
Octopath has some good music. I don't think it competes with this, but it's got good music.
Did Bayonetta 3 have good music? Obviously, that wasn't this year.
Right.
But the question still remains.
I think so. I think it
trying
was
to
better than 2 by a lot, and I really like some of the themes we got in with the new character.
Yeah. Actually, it was good.
Yeah, like that was really solid.
Smith says theatrhythm.
That's cheating. That's just blatantly cheating. Like, yeah, we had all the good music for all the Final Fantasy games ever.
That's not true, Bob. It doesn't have the Play Online Dolphin theme.
True.
They should release
That
that,
was-
as it's just that one song.
That wasn't a Final Fantasy theme. That was the Play Online theme.
That sucks, and I will not allow this. I will consider that a song from the Final Fantasy XI soundtrack until the day I fucking die. I'd feel weird about Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So that's $70.
Yeah.
And much like Starfield, I know I'm not going to deeply love the game like some would, because it's not my thing. So I don't really want to spend... Oh, yeah, you could totally just write this up. on
Yeah,
the-
probably.
Yeah, and then just do a cool jump at the end. I meant the left rail. Like, see how the handrail would have a good angle?
It doesn't have a rail though.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
But I
can
can
you
get
do
on
a
that
boost
wall.
jump?
I think that I need to do a jump off this onto that billboard.
Spiff, you'll be excited to know my favorite hideaway theme from 16 is one of the songs they're adding, which makes sense. If you're going to add 11 songs from Final Fantasy 16, why in the fuck wouldn't you add the best song? And also Dragula, because Dragula was a popular song in the United States in the aughts, so of course it should also make an appearance here in Theatrhythm. It's boost power. Is Baldur's Gate 3 $60 on console? I thought it was supposed to be 70 on
Not
console.
70. I was looking at it earlier.
Okay. Wait, why is Baldur's Gate 3 $70 on PS5? Because they can get away with it.
Yep. It's raising anything $70 on PS5.
Why is this corporation doing this thing that makes me unhappy? Because they can get away with it.
They've been told that's fine. No one's stopping them.
It's 60 on PC, which is odd. The PC consumers won't put up with it.
Right?
For some reason, console people are putting up with it. We're really getting to a point where, like, I know we cover a lot of stuff that isn't the latest games on Big Think. It feels a little awkward for me, you know? Like, oh, this game came out and like every other podcast gets to talk about it. And then we're sitting here and we're like, yeah, it's $70 and it has problems.
Right?
Why would we play it now? So yeah, anyways, Big Think continues to be different from all the other boys. Starfield is 70 on PC. People put up with it then. Did they? Because we don't have sales. We just know how many concurrent players there are. Yeah, what games have I bought for 70?
Forspoken.
No.
No.
That's
Right.
So
I
with
looked at
16?
that. You bought the Sony stuff, but I don't think you did anything else.
I didn't buy God of War.
What about
All the way back in Ratchet and Clank, I
and,
think was
and Eternal?
So it's been years. It's been over 2 years since I bought a $70 game, I think. Which is why it's so funny that this year it's like $70 means the game's kind of shit, actually. So do you think it magically opens for a bike? Oh my god!
Yeah, I can't believe that worked either.
Tears of the Kingdom! But
There we go.
I technically bought the voucher.
Right.
Made it so it was only 60. But that would have been the one. Thank you for explaining that, because my brain remembered that I bought a game that was a $70 game, but couldn't remember what because I didn't pay 70.
Right.
Also, it's really funny every time Armored Core comes up and people are like, it's only $60 and it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, and I only paid 51 after tax. That was worth the stress of not knowing it was going to show up in time because there's so many fucking games coming out, right? You're supposed to spin off the hydrant with the skateboard or take the billboard at a better angle, says Quad. I don't doubt that, but
What I did worked.
Bob just would simply jump higher. Will you guys buy 7 Rebirth for 70? I would rather get a code.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just because guys, I spent most of my life not being able to afford the latest games. I'd be fine just not getting new games ever and waiting. That strat's working perfectly for Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
But I am excited for 7 Rebirth. I want to be there. I don't want to learn about that game secondhand at all.
No, that will suck even worse. Man, they just have had such a bad batting average with their $70 AAA games. Like, I feel like that's the most.
I mean, yeah, they just released 16 in Forspoken, and that's not good. And I don't even know if they have other $70 games.
No, I don't think so.
I like 7 Remake enough where I'm confident that I will enjoy 7 Rebirth, and if I don't, that will be far more devastating than 16 being bad even. Because I like the game Final Fantasy VII. You can invent new things to do with that story, and I will be fine with it. It just so happens that I think what 7 Remake did is one of the dumbest things possible.
Right, I think they'd have to hit gold again to get something that bad again.
Right, and that's what I keep saying. Like, it's so unlikely. Right?
Uh-huh. I still like booting up.
What is the thing called?
Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis.
Ever Crisis. I was like, I know it's EC.
And then fighting Sephiroth immediately.
As a tutorial,
as
right?
a tutorial, yeah. I was like, wow. They live the meme. They just can't do anything
He
without
won too many games facts, right?
That's it. It's over.
He won the character poll on Game Facts too many times, and now he's got to be in every second of every 7 thing.
I could even respect it if they just started with the young Sephiroth stuff, because that's in this.
Right.
It's brand new. It might be something interesting and new to do with him. But instead, no, it's just a fight with Sephiroth, Cloud, and Zack. And it's like, wow. Can't you think of anything else?
I mean, it's a mobile game, so I wouldn't expect it to. Because most mobile games are there for you to clap and give them $10 million. And if they don't make you clap, they're worried you won't give them $10 million.
Right.
It has to be around here.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, there's one. Oh, God.
you gotta get better about that boosting manual extension. Nope, you already dropped it.
Yeah. Let's get this.
Like, it's really weird to like 7 so much, but also have not really enjoyed most of the 7 extended media. Which is why I really did want to try Crisis Core, because I've heard so many good things about it.
Right, that's the only respectable one of those.
And for some reason, Square wouldn't give me that code.
No.
They gave me Forspoken in 16.
Right? I don't know what's up with that.
And Live Alive, so you can't even say it's only the AAA shit. It's just like, we're only going to give you the code if somehow we psychically know you're not going to have a good time. Yeah, we didn't get a Crisis Core code. Money was tight, and I didn't want to spend the full amount of money. And it was available on the platform for us to apply for codes. And then they do what they always do. They just, like, ignored the application instead of saying no.
Right.
I just assumed you guys get most Square codes. I mean, we apply for them. The weird thing is they also haven't given us any Dragon Quest related codes. Because I applied for the PC port of the Dragon Quest game that came out late last year on the Switch only. Like
Treasures?
Yes. Thank you. They have so many spin-offs. My brain just kept going, it's not Builders, it's not Heroes, and it's not Monsters. And I could not remember what it was.
Right.
So thank you. Yeah, I applied for that code back in June, and they ghosted me on that too. It's so weird. The 2 games I would have most likely enjoyed out of all of these.
Uh-huh.
If Dan doesn't get a Dragon Quest 12 code, he will cry. No! Because I can't imagine a world where Dragon Quest 12 disappoints. Like, unless they show something between now and then, it's like, ha, it's an action game.
Right.
That would actually be like, what the fuck's going on? It would be the opposite, where if I did get a code for Dragon Quest 12, I would be overwhelmed. That would feel like that would feel like one of the best codes we've ever gotten.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what is currently the best code we've ever gotten, and that actually is really hard. Bob?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should have been Demon Turf.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
we've gotten codes.
We have gotten codes.
I'm gonna go just check the platform we've applied for the most codes on. By the way, I continue to hate writing emails, okay? I continue to hate writing emails for codes because I always spend so much time on them and then I get nothing.
Right.
And I hate getting my hopes up. I'm okay being told no, but I hate getting my hopes up.
Right.
Because that happened again this week. And it was from, like, a really small dev. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's always such a surprise when it's a super small dev. It's like, what?
Like, I'm not trying to take advantage of you here. I legitimately want to get more people to hear about your game close to launch so it doesn't get buried. Literally one of the only streamers who openly talked about getting rejected for codes. No one respects me. Cool. I guess you could consider the Fort Solis situation them giving you a code. No, because that is implying consent.
Right, no.
And that developer definitely wouldn't have consented to anything that went on there.
This isn't good.
No. Is there a difference between published by Square and produced by Square? I don't know. Chrono suggests that Final Fantasy 16 is the best code we ever got because it saved us money. Niagara and Field didn't get them. That's very spicy. Hey, at least Field gave the game a 7.
Right?
Right? So he can't feel completely cheated out of his $70.
Yeah, at least there was some form of enjoyment there.
Oh, wait. Square has declined us once for a code.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't ghost us. They actually just fully declined us for a code.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Balan Wonderworld.
It's like nobody.
Once they figured out the tide, once they figured that out, they stopped sending anyone codes.
Right.
I'm serious. They gave out codes for that ahead of time. But once they saw the reviews coming in, they're like, no one gets a code. No one. Which is funny because we did stream that.
We did.
So we did have to go buy that. But admittedly, I think it was like
$15 or something.
it was really cheap. So it was fine. Yeah, looking at this website, it's funny. Almost every code we've gotten is from Square.
That's so crazy.
In fact, it might be literally that. There's only one of the code we got, which I regrettably never made content on, and I do feel bad about that.
I know what the best code we got is.
What?
SMT5.
That's true! How did I get that code?
I don't remember.
That isn't showing up on this site. Did I manually apply for that code and get it? Maybe Google that. Because that actually would be the biggest dub. That would
Right.
be the biggest dub we ever fucking got. If true.
Because he even got that early, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, that fucking ruled. I really did love that game. It's insane. I did not beat that.
Mm-hmm. Under the water. I wonder if there's something to drain the pool.
Bob, I have no idea. Bob, where did we get that code?
I don't know.
Where'd
You
we
just
get
like,
that?
I got the code.
It fell off the truck, Bob. Here. This is crazy. That is insane. I just checked both of our emails. I checked the platform we use.
Uh-huh. Nothing?
Have a good night, Kagashi. Nothing.
That's crazy.
Chad, I have no idea how we got that code. Thank you, Sega. They were owned by Sega at that point. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
They've been owned by them for
Yeah,
a while.
for forever now.
That's crazy. Like, usually I know. It had to have been on Rainmaker.
Right?
It had to have been on there and they just deleted it since. I'm telling you, Rainmaker's just a dead platform now. Because
Yeah.
barely anything's on there. Something must have occurred and just no influencer told me. Because I don't have connections to enough mainstream influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Mainstream game influencers to be like, yeah, that website got caught doing blank. Everyone left them because of blank. Because you guys need to understand, this was a platform for applying for keys for coverage. And somewhere about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, every game but like 4 got delisted for codes, which is really weird. It's never that low. So that looks weird. And no games have been added since. It's still just losing one at a time every so often. So
That's crazy.
yeah, something's up. I would like to know, in the grand scheme of Square Enix games we've gotten codes for, I'm gonna go ahead and explain, okay? Saga Frontier Remastered, which we did the Give It Games a chance for. Give It Games a chance live. Near Replicant version 1.224744871139 ... Tactics Ogre Reborn, Valkyrie Elysium, Forspoken. They never declined us for Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. It was funny. I actually made them a big promise on that one when I wrote that application message, and even still, that wasn't enough.
No, that game's $80. They're not getting it out.
They're not going to give that to you. Live Alive and Final Fantasy 16. Which means on Rainmaker, we only ever got one code that wasn't from Square Enix. Assuming, of course, that Shin Megami Tensei was not through that, but it totally was, and it's now just delisted. Because normally it has a history. That's what I'm looking at. And that was the game Say No More. But they waited so long to give me the code that it took me even longer to figure out they'd given me the code that I literally didn't know until it was like, oh shit, it's been like a year and a half since that came out. It looks like I asked for a code and then just never did coverage. Oh, there's something down there in that half pipe. Yeah, you'll see it when you come back around. Yeah, it's straight down there, actually. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, wait.
It's just smoke.
Oh, wait, those are collectible boosts, I think I saw. Okay, never mind. You know, the boost bottles?
Yeah, it looks like there's nothing at the top of the tower, but...
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like I've already gone up here at some point.
I mean, yeah, that was the story thing.
Right.
It was really sick.
Yeah.
You guys don't need to answer if this is personal. Do negative reviews affect getting chance of a code? I've always heard that's like an urban myth. I mean, I've heard from real reviewers that that's the case. For us, I don't think the Square guy ever checked.
Like, it's not... That seems to be a thing for more, like, mainstream picks up the outlets to get it early, which we usually don't really get the codes early.
No! In fact, that's a story we never told. We got 16 well after it launched. The only reason we didn't buy it first is because our fucking GameStop didn't do the midnight launch.
Yep.
And we had to do the Friday stream the day it came out, so we didn't have time to go buy it. And then the code shows up that night at almost midnight, right? So we were just floored. Kyle Kieske says, I mean, we'll find out if they never get a Square thing again after the 16 video. Here's the thing, though. Everyone left this platform. There's nothing listed here by any reputable publisher, not one thing.
So what Dan's saying is we probably don't get any more codes, period.
No, there's probably just some other platform out there, you know?
Probably.
Yeah, the way we apply for codes through this platform is that they can see through the accounts we've hooked up how many, you know, subscribers we have on YouTube, how many followers we have on Twitch, et cetera, et cetera. And since we get to say the really impressive but completely insane to rationalize statement of we're in the top 0.13% of Twitch, which feels insane. I don't feel the level of rich you would assume. Like, I'm not the level of rich you would assume the top 13% of any major platform should feel like, right?
No, not at all.
Right? Top 13%. Top 0.13%. Doesn't that feel insane? That feels insane. Anyone offer you $50 to change a score? No, but I don't think they realized that was on the table.
Yeah, we don't get to post our reviews on Metacritic, so we don't have that incredible power to get $50.
Right, yeah, the power of $50. Yeah, the drop-off's pretty steep, though. Like, I know people, when you measure, like, what percentage of Twitch you're in, it's actually what percentile of Twitch you're in. They actually measure average viewers and stuff, not just how many followers you have. So there are channels that, like, clearly got a good hookup at some point and have a shitload of followers, way more than us, and they're below us in that ranking because their average viewers are not 300 plus or whatever, like we usually are.
Right.
And that, just to be clear, I'm not bragging here. But once again, I'm not rich.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. This game is so tricky. Oh, hey. Hey, I know you, Bomb Rush crew, right? Reminds me of the old days. Back then we were in real Amsterdam. This is the latest stuff. If you asked me, this was like New Rotterdam, but you kids wouldn't know about that. Grumble, grumble.
Okay, Grandpa.
You don't sound like you're bragging. You sound confused. Holy shit, Defoe. I didn't know. I've never checked him out on Twitch. Defoe says, Exhibit 8, Giant Bomb, 74,000 followers. They barely hit 300 viewers now. Bob, did you ever think of us as bigger than Giant Bomb?
No, but I guess that's what happens when you fully ship a Theseus Giant Bomb.
One thing's for sure, if we fully ship a Theseus to ourselves, no one would be here.
Right?
Yeah, the funny thing is the whole situation with Giant Bomb's so gross. I like Dan Reichert, and I will not watch any of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's really dire. Oh my god, let me go. Let me go.
Well, you don't like Jeff Grubb? No. But if he was the only problem, then maybe I would still watch. Yeah, this was that room I was thinking of where I bust through and ruin some people trying to have a nice meal to get a collectible on the right. Mano says, also, while I really love Dan, I need one of the rest of the crew to really take him, you know? Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like a Spice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody made a joke about them having, it was probably you, Defoe. Somebody made a joke about them getting sponsored by Wizards of the Coast earlier for a stream. I bet that went well for them. But yeah, it was funny. One of the comments on Big Thing is someone going, Dan, it was Canon Lynch 1, not Canon Lynch 2. And then I just replied to them, chat gaslit me. Because Chris was talking about it.
Uh-huh.
And then chat's like, oh, it was Canon Lynch 2. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was 1 as well, but I guess it's 2.
Right?
And I did a thing I'm never supposed to do. Trust it when it's just one member of chat.
Right.
I'm not supposed to do that. And usually I'm better, and I apologize, and I promise I'll never do it again.
You were on like 0 sleep.
Yeah, no, I took a 2.5 hour nap before that, slammed some energy drinks, and tried to survive. I saw the halo pop up. Which is even worse than today. Reichert has another podcast called Fire Escape that is much better, not Giant Bombs related. Huh.
Is that the one where he like does it with his sister or something? Does a podcast with his sister, not... God, I realized how bad that sounded immediately. I was like,
I didn't even click how bad that sounded until you said it does a podcast. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like Spiff says, "Geez, Bob." Yeah, I don't like websites where I don't like listening to a podcast where everyone's kind of the same hyper polite yes man, you know? Mm-hmm. I like people who are completely genuine, who speak what they care about, who aren't afraid to be honest. Because at the end of the day, if the value of your content is your opinion and you're too afraid to be honest, your opinion's worthless.
right? What are you telling
There's
people?
nothing left for me to get anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading what chat said, Santi. They were talking about the podcast network, not this. Like, This has been me and Bob plus whatever friend we rope into a fucking stream.
Right.
Or video. Remember when we did videos?
No.
That's probably for the best. A lot of those are bad. On a side note, I feel like I'm legally obligated to say I'm the guy who added Legend of Mana to Lancer. Who added Legend of Mana to Lancer on OG Giant Bomb. Nobody told me I became a martyr on that. I just got banned. What the fuck? I'm so confused. What do you mean Legend of Mana to Lancer? Spec Turtle with the deep cut. Which members of GigaBoots are the non-canon ones, though? Man, what a good wiki we had. The important thing is that you should know Voxandra from Voxandra.k is our mascot. God, what a deranged wiki.
It looks like it's even still above me. I really don't know where this thing is.
Sorry, what do we... Okay, it's beneath us? Is that what I'm seeing? Hit pause.
Like it's above us, but only slightly.
People are saying it's literally on the wall.
Oh my God, it's yellow
Guys,
on
it's
yellow.
on yellow. Give him a break. Give him a break. Give him a break. It's like if somebody put the hazard yellow tape in a Half-Life level. Would you notice? Or actually, you know what? If somebody put yellow tape in a fucking Resident Evil 4 remake area, would you notice? You would just think it was a box, right? If you even noticed it, because there's so much yellow. Kyle says special guest Voxandra.gay for the versus spoiler. I mean, cursed content was goated. It was.
It was. Good stuff.
Thank you, Kuwan. Kuwan politely lets us know that the last graffiti spots in the spring terminal are locked behind a dude's quest in this area. So really, we're not looking for a thing. We're looking for a person.
Okay, that explains it. Because those are like underground.
Uh-huh.
Are you a dude?
Okay, now Sir Cucumber with the context. On the OG Giant Bomb, they wanted to create a wiki for video games. So I was playing Legend of Mana at the time and just tried to tag all the weapons on it. But I didn't know Lancer was created. Oh my God. Lancer was created as a Gears of War only page. Because the Lancer from Gears of War.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day to emails that are like, you did a dumb thing, go away. Huh.
Weird.
I feel like they should have been able to understand why you made that mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why that bathroom won't let him in.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Maybe I
that.
need to leave the whole area.
Maybe you need to beat up the police. Maybe the mechs have psychic powers.
It was like, beating up the police never seems to lead to anything good. Just more police to beat up.
Kuwan says you can't use the same porta potty twice in a row.
Okay, yeah, this is the last one I used because it's the only one in the area I know. There's one.
You think they should be on the map?
Yeah, they probably should.
I think that should be on the map.
The map definitely should have a lot more things like maybe quest givers.
No.
Because it's kind of just a lot of space.
I'm happy that I spent $40 on this game in as much as it means games like this get made.
Right.
And I want more of that. I want more of this exact tier of game. That is the single most important thing about this game right now. Well, this stream's almost 11 hours.
Yeah.
On a game we beat at hour 9.
Right. Yeah, we'd have just been spinning the wheels for a while here.
Hanging out with chat.
Yeah.
Talking about things like how everyone hates us and will never give us a code ever again.
Right? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna hold out hope for that Fate Stay Night game. We'll see.
I was just looking at our email, but let me check again.
Well, the game doesn't come out to the end of the month, so I don't expect it that soon. I don't know why I have to put out the call for codes that early.
To make us suffer.
Right?
Nope, just emails from PayPal, Taco Bell, and game devs who got access to my email because of a thing that's out there. I should probably take my name off of that list. Because I really just read the snippets and the headlines.
Uh-huh.
And usually there are enough terrible genre tags in just the little snippet the email gives me at the beginning for me to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because they usually... You're going to read roguelike. You're going to read whatever else is a popular... They've had tags that make no sense. That you cannot begin to piece together what the fuck the game is from it. Yeah, it's really a roguelike MOBA, and then your brain just goes,
No.
what?
No.
Those are two different things. I wish more indie devs were sending me Rouge likes. Pseudo Regalia dev understands.
Right?
Oh, and a bunch of fucking emails. Because Stream Elements is what we use for some donations and notifications and stuff. And they just give our information to every Stream Elements employee to spam us with, hey, HelloFresh wants to do another ad. And the number they want to give us goes down. And I'm like, oh, that's the wrong direction.
Right?
You know how I've been saying no? Can you guess why? Because number need to be really, really big. Because I hate ads.
Right?
I don't want to subject people to ads. NVG.
It's an important piece of technology there.
Yeah, it's got that rewritable storage, man. It's going to change the future of video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
The future can be saved by NVGs. Decent number of people live. It's a little difficult. Also, I'm becoming aware of how intensely hungry I am, which sucks.
Yeah.
When's the GigaBoots Secret Lab collab? Well, at least I like their products a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it. Felix. Hope you guys get the Kingdom Hearts 4 code next year.
Wow, we're getting really early access.
Yeah.
They're giving us like a beta.
Are we playtesting it first? Maybe. Is that?
Yeah, baby, I'm a funk. Yeah, baby, I'm a funk.
Sir Cucumber says, so I'm a forced meme for that thing I did back in 2007 over at Giant Bomb. And I'm a corporate meme. That's crazy. Yeah, it's next fiscal winter. For sure, they promise.
Uh-huh. Which definitely means next year, not the year after that.
Just like it did this time.
Yeah.
Just like it does every time.
Because 7 Reverse is coming out this year. Absolutely.
We got it. We get it this time. Well, Phenomenon is actually live with Lufia 1. For people who don't know, Lufia 2 is one of my favorite RPGs. And Lufia 1, little known fact, related to Lufia 2.
What? Oh
Yeah.
my god, it paved the way for Lufia too.
It did. It is a very lunar core RPG for anyone who's never seen it. Spiff. Don't tell them it's the bad Lufia. Don't tell them. Lufia 1's really cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. That's bad Lufia was Lufia 4. Either that or 3.
Yeah, for that DS one.
It's true, though. Lufia 1 is the sequel to Lufia 2. Figure that out while you're hanging out with Phenomenon. And we will see you guys. I don't think we're... Yeah, because we're waiting on the next season of content for the Crash
right.
MOBA. So we'll probably see you guys next Friday for Piss and Pizza. Bye.